let's start now to see face recognition. So we'll see some very exciting future. So we will start to do face detection. Okay, so we will first talk about the face detection, and also recognition. Okay, so re- go no recognition. And this is really a challenge. Okay, so the ability to detect when a person is present, okay, and identify a personal facade location. For example, here the woman is on the left and another one is on the right. We can see that maybe it's the mother and the daughter. And so facial feature is very nice because we can see the human-like behavior and empathy with user. So let's see how we do identify option for face detection. Okay, so there is um, two services. Okay, so there is two IE services. So Azure IE services that you can use to build solution that detect face. So the first one is detect face or people in image. So you have face, only face, or people in image. And this is two different resources, API. So we are able to, so the Azure AE vision services help you to detect people in an image as well as returning a bounding box of its location. Okay, so he will create a box like this, and you can see that he will detect the location. So first, let's see the face service. So remember that we have the first one is the face service. So the first one is the face, okay, service, and this one offers a more comprehensive facial analysis capability than the Azure IE Vision services. Okay, so um, the Azure AI Vision services can enable you to detect people in an image. Okay, so the Azure AI Vision services and the face services. So we have the first one is the first one is the Azure AI services vision services. So we have the face and people in image, and this one is used by services. The name is AI Vision services. And the second one is the face services. So the first one, the first is more, he'll do a lot of analyst capability, and then the Azure AI Vision services. So we can do face detection, okay, like I told you with bound box. You can comprehensive facial feature analysis, including heat pose, presence of spectator, facial landmarks, occlusion, and face comparison and verification, and facial recognition. So remember that something very important. So that's why our lab will not work for everything, but the recognition. So when you do recognition, okay, and the identification. Okay, so identification and comparison, comparison and verification require getting approved. So if you want to do faster, through a limited access policy. Okay, so we have something uh, that will limit what we can do. Okay, so we have limited access policies. Why? Because we don't want people to use it for bad thing. Okay, so that's why you have a policy, and you can read more about the addition of this policy to our responsible AI standard. Okay, so facial recognition will be touched on in the rest of this module, but will be unavailable without applying for a limited access. Okay, so this is important. So let's talk about the face analysis. Okay, so with the application of E, we have an issue about how people will use it correctly. And this is where we talk about ethical use. And this can be an issue that why Microsoft doesn't want people to use it for other things that really what you do it. So when you build a solution to use facial data, um, you must consider like all the data privacy and security, the transparency, and the fairness and inclusive and the inclusiveness. So you ensure that your face-based system cannot be used in manner that is prejudicial to individual based on their appearance or unfairly target individual. So let's see how you detect face with the Azure AI Vision services. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this one first. So let me just take all this. Okay, so we'll talk first how you can detect face with the Azure AI Vision service. Okay, so we have first the Azure AI Vision service. So to detect and to analyze face with the Azure, you can call the analyze image function. So you can call the analyze image function. Um, SDK or so it can be SDK or equivalent REST method. Okay, and you can specify people as one of the visual feature. So in image that contain one or more people. Okay, um, so if you have, for example, here you have 1 and 2 here. Let me change the color. So here we have 1 and 2. An image that contains one or more people, the response include details of the location in the image and the attribute of the detected person. Okay, so we'll have where is the people. Okay, so so we'll have a box. Okay, and we can say that for example this woman is somewhere here, so we will integrate the width, the height, the x, y, w, h. Okay, so and for more information about Azure AI Vision people detection, let me see I will show you the people detection concept page. Okay, so let me show you this one. It's very nice. Okay, so the people detection here. So this is it, people detection, and to detect people in image. Okay, so people detect. This is an example. So the following JSON response illustrate what the analysis API returned when describing the example image based on this visual feature. So we can see here that we have the box here, okay, the people result. We have 1, 2, and 3 here. And we have the confidence, okay, confidence here. So you can use the API and call the analyze image API, okay, so include feature. And after you will have information about, of course, about all information in this image. So now let's talk about the face services, okay? So this is the Azure AI services, and now let's talk about the other one. The other one is the face services, okay? So face services. So the face services provide a lot of facial detection, analysis, and recognition capability. So I can do like face detection. Okay, so for each detected face, the result include an ID that identify the face. So here we'll have an ID. We'll have a bounding box like this. and the coordinate indicate its location in the image. And after you have the face analysis, so you have the head pose, the glasses, for example, no glass, reading glass, sunglass, swimming glass, swimming goggles, blur, the exposure, the noise, the occlusion, object obscure the face. We have the accessory like glass, headwear, mask, and the quality for recognition. We can have the facial landmark location. So the coordinate for key landmark in relation to facial, for example, eyes corner, pupils, tip of nose. We can do face comparison. So you can compare face across multiple image for similarity to find individual with similar facial feature and verification. We have facial recognition. So you can train model for collection of face belonging to specific individual and use them. You can have facial liveness. Liveness can be used to determine if the input video is real steam or fake to prevent bad intention individuals from spoofing the recognition system. Okay, so you can provision face as a single services, or you can have multiple Azure AI services. So we can also compare and match detect face. Okay, so we can do comparison. So remember that the face is detected by the first services with the ID, and the ID assigned to it and return in the service resource for 24 hours. So for 24 hours, we have this ID, okay, return, and the ID is a GUID. Okay, so the ID is a GUID with no indication of the identity other than the facial feature. So with the detection face ID, when the detection face ID is cached, subsequent image can be used to compare the new face to the cached identity and determine if they are similar. Okay, so we can compare face anonymously, okay, in the system. Okay, so this is the comparison, for example. We can do facial recognition. So we can you can train a facial recognition model in the face services. You can create a person group that define the set of individuals you want to identify, for example, employee. You can add a person to the person group for each individual you want to identify, and you can add detection phase from multiple image to each person, preferably in various poses. And the ID of this phase will no longer expire after 24 hours. So let's do a small example because I think that maybe it's not very clear for everybody. And so we're going to see how we can do this example. Okay, so I'm going to do the I'm going to start with detect and analyze phase. Okay, so remember that in our lab we will detect and analyze human face, and this exercise you will export two Azure AI surfaces. Okay, so we'll expose two. The first one will be Azure AI Vision. Okay, so like computer vision, and the other one will be the face. Okay, so we'll see face and we'll see also the so we will use it to work with face image. So we will have two. We have the first one will be Azure AI Vision, and the second one will be the face services. Okay. Remember what is happening since the June in so the in June sorry June there is a new something very important is that since the 21 of June 2022 the capability of Azure AI services that return information are restricted to customer who has been granted limited access. Okay, so and and this restriction, like for example, emotion state are no longer available, and this restriction may affect this lab. So Microsoft is working to address this. Okay, but for the meantime, you may experience some error when following the step that we will see, and really we apologize for that. Okay, so let's go in our first we have here our okay, so this is our this is the our services. Remember, it's all the time the same one. So here we have Azure services and we have our multiple services. So it's this one. And this is the Azure, this is the Kinetic services, Azure Malta here. Okay, so this one is used for the Azure, and with this one I can have all the uh, all the services. Okay, so it's a multiple service account. Okay, remember that we have this information here. I repeat it, so it's here. Okay, and this is the 43. If I see here, it's 43 here. Okay, that's good. So we're going to prepare to use the Azure AI SDK. So let's go here. So in this exercise, you complete a partially implemented cloud application that use the Azure AI Vision SDK to analyze face and image. Okay. So you can choose either SDK or C Sharp. I'm going to use, either you can use SDK for either C Sharp or Python. I'm going to use it for C Sharp. So I'm going to go in Visual Studio and I'm going to browse to the 4. Okay, so here, we'll go here, 4, face. Okay, and I'm going to expand here the C Sharp. Let me do like that. Okay, so C Sharp. Okay, C Sharp. And in C Sharp, I will right click on computer vision. Okay, the first one. Okay, remember, so it's going to be this one, computer vision. And I'm going to right click and I will open it in our terminal. Okay, in our integrated terminal. So then I will install the Azure AI Vision SDK package. Okay, remember, this is the first one. So I'm going to go here and I will just go here and add package Azure AI Vision. Okay, this is the first one, remember. So, oh, sorry. Let me remove it. Let's go CLS. And I will add my .NET AI Vision image analysis. Okay, so do that. Let me just paste it here. Okay, and this is it. Okay, so I need to wait for that, and after I will go in the computer vision folder. Okay, computer vision, and note that it contains a file for configuration setting. Okay, so it's going to be the app setting JSON here. Here I need to add my service endpoint and my service key. Okay, so I will just change it the same that we're using since the first day, remember. So I will go in my endpoint and I will go here. Okay, that's good. And now I will go in my service key. So it's this one. Remember that I had an issue the first day because I didn't change it here, but now I have the right one, remember? So you can find it here. Okay, remember here. And I will do a Control S. Okay, so I have now, I can now go and have the code file for the clone application. Okay, this is a partial, okay, it's not complete. So I can open the code file and at the top under the existing namespace reference, okay, so here namespace reference, you have the command import namespace. Then under this command, I'm going to add the language specific code, okay, to import the namespace you will need to use the Azure AI Vision SDK. So I'm going to go here in my import here and I will type the first one. So I need to use the command Azure AI Vision command. So I will go here and I type it. And the second one is easy because it's the image analysis. Okay, remember, this is the two I'm going to use. Let's do Control S, and that's good. Now I'm going to view the image you will analyze. Okay, so in this exercise, I will go in my computer vision here, and I have image here. You see image. And the image, I have people here. So this is exactly what we saw when I did the presentation of the services, okay, the two one, the face and the Azure Vision. And we have two. We have a woman, two women here. We have a watch, we have a phone, and here we have a background. So now I'm going to detect face in an image. So now they're ready to use the SDK to call the vision services and detect face in an image. So in the code file for your client application, okay, so here I'm in program CS here. Okay, in the main function, So if you see here our main function, okay, main function here. Note that the code to load the configuration settings has been provided here. Okay, so here we have our service and service key. You can find a comment with the authenticate. See, Azure AI Vision Services. And then under this command, I'm going to add a specific code to create and authenticate a Azure AI Vision client object. So here I will authenticate the with the endpoint and with the key. Remember, so I'm going to go just here. Let me go back here. That's good. And here I will just create my object. So I'm going to go here and do a var CV client. I'm going to go here, and that's it. Okay, so I'm going to go here and put it just here. That's really good. And I will do a new Azure key credential. And that's it. That's very nice. Okay, nice format. It's very important. So in the main function, just under the code that you just added, you can note that the code specify the path of the image. Okay, and then pass the image path. Okay, so here you can see the path. Okay, and and um, and and then pass the image path to a function name. Okay, analyze image, and this function is not yet fully implemented. So in the analyze function, okay, so in the function analyze, okay, so in the analyze function, here is it. You will specify here under the comment that we've specified future to be retrieved. I want to retrieve a lot of information. Okay, so I want to retrieve people. So here, just here inside it here. Okay, I will say that the feature that I want to retrieve is image analysis feature people. So I will go here and just here I will just type, okay, feature equal, and yes please sir, I want to have information about the image analysis feature. So again in the analysis image function, okay, I am here in my function. Okay, this is my Azure image function. Under the command get image analysis, okay, here, so here, just here, I will add a code. Okay, so because I need to have the I need to retry information. Okay, and I have the rectangle, okay, analysis. So I have a lot of things to do here. So there is a big code here because I need to now do image analysis. So I will prepare the image for drawing. I will do a paint color, remember, and for each person, invisible people, I'm gonna, the if percent confidence is more than 0.5, I will draw a rectangle, okay, and after I will do the console. After I will save the annotated image, and the output will be detected people JPEG, okay. So and otherwise, I will have the error, okay. So I have a if else. So let me go here and add it here. So okay, let's go here. So this one is quite big. Okay, and I will go here, just here, and just do a paste. So let's see how it's working. Okay, so I have a get image. I have my where is it? Must be like somewhere here. Okay, so here I have my using var image source. Okay, and here I have my using var. Okay, so I'm going to go here and put this one with the var and all this. I'm going to take this and this and put it. Oh, 1 minute, sorry. And I will take this one var and put it here. And same thing here. I have my var result. That's good. And now I have my if result. Okay, so if result reason image analysis reason get people in the image. So that's good. I have my if. I have my console right line people, and I'm going to prepare image for drawing. Okay, remember, this is very important. This is the solid, this is the color. We saw all that before. And for each here var person in result people, I will draw the bounding box if the confidence is more than 50%. Okay, if I'm sure it's an image. Okay, so if it's more than 05, I will draw my bounding box here, my rectangle with the pen and rect, and after I will return the confidence of the person detected, and I will write it so I can see it. I will save my annotated image, of course, here detection people.jpg, image save output file, and I'll do a console, and if there is an error, I have all this here. Okay, so this is our, I'll let you take some time just to analyze the code, but this is quite logical. Okay, so now I'm going to save and return to the here computer vision, and let's do a .NET run. And you will see that normally we should indicate the number of face detected, and I will see after a view detected, okay, an image here. Okay, let me do a .NET run. Dot so .NET run, and let's see that now we should indicate the number of face detected. Okay, so he will tell you that he recognized two face, of course. So let's wait a minute, and normally you will have, normally the detected people.jpg. Okay, so here he says that, yeah, that's good. So bounding here, and you see that there is the confidence here, people. So there is two people here. So resulted save, and if we go in our detected people, ooh, that's good. He did the work, fantastic. So with the detected people that is generated in the same folder, okay, in this case, your code has used the attribute of the face to label the location of the top left of the box. Okay, so that's it. And now let's prepare to use the face SDK. So let's go now in here in face. Okay, I'm here in face, and I'm going to browse to the face here. Okay, put it here, and I will right click the face API. Okay, so I am here now, and I have here the face API. Okay, face API. So let me just open now an integrated terminal here, and I'm going to add the face SDK package by running the following command. Okay, so I'll go here, and I'm going to add the Microsoft Azure Cognitive Services Vision Face. Face. Face, face, face. So let's put it here. Sorry. And so we go here and paste it. Okay, so that's good. And I will go now in app setting, of course. And app setting, I will reflect the setting of my service endpoint here. So I will go back here, take my key. Okay, put it here. Okay, still doing the work here. Okay, and put it my service endpoint. So I'm going to put my service endpoint here. Sorry for my English accent. I hope that you understand me. Okay, and that's it. And now let's go to my face and go in my program CS. Okay, this is one of my preferred. I love it. So I can open the code, and at the top under the existing namespace here, I'm going to import a namespace here. Okay, so namespace will be, of course, the vision face and the face model. Okay, so let me go here and import it. So I will do the import here. I will do a paste here. Sorry, let me do a paste here, and here is it. Woohoo! Okay, that's good. So I have here my Azure Cognitive Services. Okay, and that's it. So now I will go in my main function. So let's go here in my main function and put it like this, a little big. And here I have my main function here. Okay, main function. So you can note that the code load the configuration. Okay, blah blah blah. You have it, and let's now add code here to authenticate to face client. So let's do it with the credential. You know how to do that now. API key services, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna go here, do a copy, and I will do it here. Okay, so let me go here, and that's it. So I'm gonna do face client. like this, and I will do my endpoint. Okay, cool. So, um, so this is so here is the authentication, and this is the to create an authenticated face clean object. Okay, I'm gonna go here. So now let's detect and analyze faces. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that one of the most capability of the face services is detect face in image and determine the attribute all the all what we saw here. So in the code file in your application, you can examine the code that run if the user select menu option one. Okay, so here we see that case one. Okay, so enter a number and case one, and we see that detect face people.jpg. Okay, so this one we have here image, and the image we have people.jpg here. So if you press one, this call calls the detect function and pass the path of an image file. Okay, and this is where there is an error. And in the so you can find the detect face function. Okay, detect face function. This is the detect face function. And here in the special and in the future to retrieve, of course, same thing that we did before. We're going to retry the occlusion, blur, and glasses. Remember that we cannot do anything, everything, because you cannot do it anymore since 2022. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Well, here I'm going to go here and paste it. So I have my list here. So let me put it here. This one. Okay, and I just did one comment. One comment is good. And here I have my face, so I will put it like this, all this. I will take all my face here, and I will put it here. Okay, so that's it. Okay, now I need to go in my get face. Okay, get face here. I need to add the following code to get information about my, and I'm going to write again. So I'm going to do a graphic and new font and detect face detected. I'm going to prepare the image for drawing, and I will draw and annotated each face. For each face I will see the eyes occlusion, the blue level, the attribute classes. Okay, and I will draw annotated face, and I'm going to save it in detection face. Okay, remember. So I'm going to go here and get face. You have a very big cut here, so let's take it. So here I am, and I will go here and get face. Okay, and here I have all my get face, remember? So I have here my, where is it? Here. So get face using image data, a var detect face, all is here. So you can follow my code with me if you want to review it. We have our detect face, and this is the prepare image for drawing. Okay, and we add here. Okay, so we have our all here the information, and here we have our face rectangle and save annotation, and this will be detect face, remember. Okay, so this is it. So let's do a control S. So that's good. And now we can start to do .NET Run. So remember that when you do .NET Run, something will happen is that the output may display warning about asynchronous function now using the await operator. You can ignore it, okay? And when prompted, you can enter 1 and observe the output, which should include the ID and attribute for each phase detected. Okay, so let's do it now. So I'm going to go here to type .NET Run, and here is it. So you can have some error, okay, some asynchronous function now using the await operator, okay, and here I have my number. So I will say 1. And now he's gonna detect here, and he detected. Wow, that's good. See, reading glasses and low and month occluded. And now you can go in detect face here, and that's it. And you can see that the face number, okay, face number 2. So he did it, and this is all the information I can have. Remember that there are several additional features available in the face services, but you must follow the responsible AI standard. Those are restricted behind a limited access policies. Okay, so let me show you that. Okay, remember that there is some additional feature available, but you cannot use it. It's like this. So let me show you the responsible AI standard. Okay, and so since I told you, since this year, okay, so let me put it in our publicity AI. Okay, that's it. So today we are sharing Publicity Microsoft Responsible AI standard, a framework to get how we build a system. So here we have the all the information about the standard, the principal goals, requirements, and here you have all information about this standard. Okay, so fairness in speech text technology. This is the face recognition. Okay, so like emotion, cannot do it actually, and this is a lot of information about that. And remember that the some feature including identify, verify, and creating facial recognition mode. So you can to learn about and apply for access. If you want to apply for access to have more possibility when you learn it, you can go in this URL. Okay, I will share it with you after. And this is the limited access. So our vision is to employ developer and with limited access service require registration and only customer managed by Microsoft, meaning those who are working directly with Microsoft account teams are eligible for access. The use of these services are limited to the use case selected at time of registration. Okay, customer must acknowledge that they are reviewed and agree to the term of services. So the limit of limited access you can see here. So like a custom neural voice, face API. Okay, for example, you have some limited access. So if you go in face API, you will see that limited access. Okay, so since remember, okay, so you need to go here submitting a form, and after you can have more. Okay, you can have more information about more feature about this API face. Okay, we finished this lab. Thank you. Let's talk about OCR now. Ciao, ciao.